folks, welcome back to another splendid whining about pest control with Shell. I am Shell Hartzer of 360 Pest Consulting. And if you haven't done so yet, hit the subscribe button so you don't miss out on any of this great whining. Ready? Awesome. Now I know we talked about Norway rats in the last episode, but this coming week is Rodent Awareness Week, so I want to talk about rodent baits. And for that, I am baiting myself with a nice glass of Cabernet Sauvignon, so cheers. This is a really nice one. All right, we know that we have to use the multiple tools to prevent and reduce rodent numbers. Rodent baits, rodenticides, are part of that toolbox. There's many manufacturers of rodenticides. They come in a few different formulations. The most common ones are going to be that block bait or those little soft packs. Per label regulations, these need to be in a locked and secured bait station, unless they are really isolated areas and there's no chance of children, pets, non-targets that are going to get to them. We want to make sure the rodents get to the bait. I want to whine about two very specific items I run into with rodenticides. The first is opening up a bait station and finding it completely cleaned out of bait. It's pretty typical to bait those stations about once a month, so we check them once a month or so. So when I open a bait station and it has no bait left, how long has it been emptied? Did the rodents just clean it out yesterday? Or did they eat all of it in the first week and they've had 3 weeks without bait to feed on and those populations are expanding now? There's no way to tell. Now at this time of year, in the fall, temperatures start to cool off, those rodents start looking for that nice warm place to spend the winter. We really have to keep those bait stations filled. It's also a label requirement. The rodenticide label states there must be a constant supply of fresh bait. So if you're finding bait stations completely emptied out, you have two options. Add more bait, assuming you're still following the label, or you can add more bait stations and put bait in those stations. It's like this. If I run out of wine, I'm not just going to keep standing here for weeks hoping that wine's going to show up. I'm going to go somewhere else where I can get some wine. Don't let those rodents go somewhere else to find their bait. Second thing I want to whine about, bait rotation. Now, we use a lot of cockroach baits and ant baits, and we've gotten really good at rotating those about every quarter or so to prevent resistance and prevent aversion. That hasn't translated really well to rodenticides. There are times that I'll ask somebody, how long ago did you switch out these baits? And they look at me like I'm insane. Well, we always use product X. We've been doing this for decades. That's not good, people. We have 8 different active ingredients we can choose from and different formulations to provide that different taste. Think of it like this. If you bait me with red wine, I'm sure to visit you to begin with. But if all you ever have is that Pinot Noir every single time, I'm going to get fed up with it and I'm going to go somewhere else, look for a different type of wine. Don't let those rodents get sick of the same old bait. Give them something new every so often. There are many more aspects of baiting that we can talk about, station location, non-targets, monitoring, and more, but we're just about out of time and out of wine, so there will be future episodes on rodenticides. And you know how you find out about those? That's right, rate, review, subscribe down below. And in the meantime, reach out to me, whine about your rodenticide problems, and see how I might be able to help. We've posted some additional helpful information down below, and until next time, cheers to safely using rodenticides.